RT version of the Dodge Durango. About the feel of the car. Usually American SUVs, they've got very soft suspensions, but this one is quite stiff. It's almost like the the German X5 and the Q7, the Audi. Apart from that, the interior, I think the leather trim and stuff, very sexy.
I think it's quite spacious. All the gadgets that they've got, the
speedometer, yeah, very fancy.
That's very fancy. I think this is quite impressive.
You like that?
I do actually.
So we've got ourselves today Wrangler Safari, which is essentially a 140,000 dirham car that's been fitted up with 60,000 dirham worth of Mopar accessories. They've taken out the 4-litre engine that they used to have in place of the 3.6 Pentastar, which is a great engine actually. It's a V6, great engine. It's more comfortable, that's for sure. It's more comfortable, leather seats, the air conditioning works, it's got great sat-nav, the Uconnect system that's standard on all Dodges, works brilliantly, touchscreen's great, all of that good stuff. But again, I really want to see how this thing performs in the wadis, because we do have some really interesting boulders and places to get out of. So I think this car will kind of ease through that quite well.
Today I'm driving the Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk. The engine feels really nice. It's unfortunately just a 3.2 litre. I was expecting a 5 litre. I'm into my American muscle cars. But so far so good. It's kind of nippy. Steering is nice. Feels comfortable. Car does feel solid. It's got a lot of options. GPS. Climate control's nice, radio sound system seems nice. We're just heading into the wadi now. Let's see how it does.
Okay, my fellow consumers, this is where the test of these cars really comes in. This point of Wadi Sima is probably the hardest part, boulder crossing, and this is where 95% of all cars will turn back. Yeah? Have a look, see what this looks like. Yeah. Add to the fact that right in front, there's a little dam there. Most people turn back because they think that's it, they can't go. But there's a little alley right next to the dam, quite narrow. I've taken a Ford Expedition through it, so I know these cars can go through it easily. But we need to be really careful taking these cars out through these rocks. But this is going to be the ultimate test to see how these cars perform off-road. So let's do it.
The Dodge Durango.
It's too bumpy.
It's too low profile.
It's not, the thing is, we can see your car in the rearview mirror,
Right.
and it's not as low as I thought it was. It's not. It can take it because the wheels are quite good. It can take it. The only thing is, I think actually this is quite perfect of all three cars, because our car's really hard on the suspension. So when we drive, we're like all the time, right? I actually think your car is probably the most comfortable of the lot in this wadi.
let's talk about my car. I think this is good, but it's just, for me, it's the first time I'm actually going into a wadi. So getting up that hill, getting the right settings, it went up and ease. And actually it's not really bumpy.
No, I think it did okay when it went up and stuff.
And the power-wise is good. It's a 3.2 engine. It's quite good for the size. I mean, 5.7 I would like, but I think it would be overpowered.
Okay, so my car, the Wrangler, performed rubbish on the road, right? Too much noise inside, underpowered, 200,000 dirhams for the mobile accessories, right? 140,000 dirham car, and I was a little bit disappointed. Okay, but we come into the wadi. The suspension's raised it, it's quite high now, so I can take risks. And the one time where I really felt wow is when we did the hill descent up. Okay, that really worked out for me. Okay, and I saw him struggling with it because I saw the wheel spin on his car. Okay, trying to go up that. My car did it like butter, no big deal. It's just no fuss. I'll go up, no biggies, and I'll take it like a man. So that's when I was like, okay, I'm driving a Wrangler.
Wrangler, exactly what it says it is, a great off-road vehicle. Might not make that much sense in the city, but as an off-road vehicle, the power was great, the handling was great.
I actually don't think the Wrangler was the best off-road. I think the real winner for me was the Cherokee. Okay, the Cherokee did everything the Wrangler did. It didn't get stuck in the sand. It did everything in comfort. It had the best cooling of all the cars that we had, and we had all American cars today. The ride comfort was fantastic. The ride comfort in the Wrangler was rubbish.
No, but the faster you took the Wrangler, the car stabilized really well.
That's not saying much.
Why
You
not?
have to drive the car at 60 kilometers an hour to basically, in off-roading,
Yeah.
to basically have a comfortable drive.
Basically for somebody who's really into off-roading, not somebody who's going off-roading just for the heck of it. It was a souped-up off-roader. So it did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Would you spend 200,000 dirhams with the mopar accessories on it?
Yeah, I think I would, because it did not have any problem going in on rocky terrain, on sandy terrain. The ride was, it was a little bumpy ride, but if you wanted to actually enjoy your ride on the wadi, it was actually a great ride.
Yeah, but then the problem with the Wrangler is that as fantastic as it is off-road, and as cool as it looks, you can't really use it for everyday commute.
No,
You've got to have it.
You can. It's not that it's not a. It's a nice car for the road in the city. It's just not a great car for the road on the city.
As opposed to the Cherokee, which is great both ways. We could see why Alabi basically snagged the car all day and didn't come out of the car.
So this is sweet, right? AC was perfect, handling was perfect, power was perfect, suspension was perfect.
I would go for the Cherokee. Price-wise, it's a great car, a second car. It's a great first car if you're a small family, because you can take it out to the city easily and you can take it out to the desert quite well. It's full of technology inside. The seats are super comfortable. The interior is great. The Uconnect system is always fantastic on all Dodges and all Jeeps.
No, the problem with the Cherokee was that on the shape side, there's something missing, like you said. It hasn't decided that it wants to be an aggressive car or it wants to be a softer car. It went for the safer route of just, saying that I have an aggressive, nice, sexy ride, but my face is, not that aggressive. I think it hasn't made up its mind.
See, price-wise, the Wrangler loses. 200,000 dirhams, no electric seats. It loses.
It doesn't offer you enough.
The Durango looks nice. From the front, it's got the most aggressive look. I mean, you see the shots in the thing. Every time I would shoot it, the LEDs would like flash at the back. Man, that looks cool on the
But
road.
from the side, the Durango looks like a van.
Yeah, but everything looks like a minivan now. Take the Acadia, that looks like a minivan from everywhere. Take the new Nissan Pathfinder, completely metrosexual. So from the vans you've got right now, the Dodge is the most manly looking of them all.
Yeah.
And the most horsepower.
And the most horsepower, 5.7 litre engine
The
does
best
not.
drive.
I thought it wouldn't make it through the wadi.
Yeah, that one part that Fahad took it through, the really hard
I was
steepness.
really amazed about
Yeah, I
it.
was really amazed that I went through it, took it properly. Price-wise, Durango's a good buy with all the options because you can get the 5.7 on a basic model, so you don't get the leather, but you get the engine, and the engine is great. 150 is brilliant. What else do you have for 150? You got the Ford Expedition. The Sequoia costs 163 starting. Paddle shift, cool seats. I loved it, man, in the middle when we got really hot. So
And it drives great.
it drives really well. Drives really well for the price point and stuff. Fantastic.
Who
Second,
comes first then?
the Durango comes first. And the Cherokee comes second.
And number 3 is the Wrangler.
Sorry for the Wrangler buyers, man.